welcome to 3 a.m. with Mr. Sprinkles. I'm your host, Mr. Sprinkles. With me is my co-host, Evan Seaberger. So, Evan...
I'm not a crook.
What?
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon. Oh, yeah.
No, it's you lived through that time, right?
Yeah, I saw Nixon.
You're like 40-something, right?
I saw Nixon play at Madison Square Garden and the Hollywood Bowl with when he opened for the Rolling Stones.
Oh, well, it must have been with the Beatles, where they're like, oh
yeah, yeah, they were like, oh, I'm the Beatles, and then the Stones, they were like, oh, we're the Rolling Stones, we're the Rolling Stones, and then Richard Nixon comes on, he's just like, I'm no crook. I'm Richard Nixon.
There's nobody like Nixon when it comes to making an entrance, you know?
Yeah.
Or making an exit, for that matter.
Well, here to talk about making a hasty getaway is our resident magician, Bill P. Mortensen. Bill.
Hello, Mr. Sprinkles.
Hey, Bill. How are you doing? How are you feeling this evening?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking.
Cool. So, tell us about some of your tricks. What tricks do you do to dazzle the public?
Well, you see, sir, I am what they call a hog magician.
A hog magician.
My father was a visionary hog farmer.
Interesting.
He created the greatest swine empire west of the East Coast. And, I do magic to bring awareness of what divides us from these pigs. Yes, see, it is our ability to tap into the mystical that divides us from these swine that makes us truly human.
So magic, that's what you're saying.
Yes, card tricks, things of that nature.
Fascinating.
Yeah, Bill, why don't you show us a card trick?
Unfortunately, I have no cards.
He has no cards.
You ever have sex with one of your hogs?
I will refuse to comment on such a disgusting question.
I think that's probably smart.
Probably,
if I were your lawyer, which I encourage you to let me be, I charge pretty good.
You're a lawyer now.
Going rate.
Moonlighting as a lawyer.
In the court of law. Yeah, but if I were your lawyer, I would suggest that you make no comment on that.
I need no lawyer. I represent myself in the court of law.
Here to talk to us about hog laws, our good friend, Dr. Ryan Trashfingers McLaughlin. Ryan.
Hi there. As the forefront lawyer in the burgeoning market of hog law, I would like to say that your guest here is, he's quite notorious within our field, and I'm just glad to have a chance to finally talk to him. Mr. Bill Mortensen, is that your name?
I would like to state for the record that Mr. McLaughlin's harassment of myself and my family is unrelenting, and that I resent his surprising injection into this talk show.
He's
Mr.
a
Mortensen,
beloved guest.
My issue comes with the legal definition of what a hog is. By the Mortensen Foundation's definition, any creature that is either born on four legs or is forcibly made to walk on four legs is designated as a hog. I don't believe that's a legal qualification for hogging.
You're saying by that definition that my dog Sparkles would be a hog?
Yes.
That is absolutely correct. And if I am ever to get my hands on your dog Sparkle, I will transform her into a delicious ham.
All right, Mr. Mortensen, let's cut through the bullshit. You got your magic, and I'll admit, it's pretty powerful. But what's one thing that's more powerful than magic?
Nothing.
Love!
Shingles!
The power of improv comedy. So I would like one of you two one of you three to give me a suggestion as in a location or an occupation.
Losing your child at Legoland.
No, that's stupid. Steve Jobs.
All right, Steve Jobs at Legoland.
Losing his child.
That's what we're gonna do, okay? All right. Oh fuck! I'm Steve Jobs, and here I am at Legoland. Look there, it's Bill Morrison. You're under arrest, and you are going to jail. It might be all fun and games and magic tricks for you right now, but when I get my hands on you, I promise you one thing. You're gonna go to jail, and that's where you're gonna die. Because I've got the McLaughlin brand. See, what I do to all the people, all the perps, all the hog violators that I lock up, I brand them with a giant M. And when criminals see the M in prison, they know that that inmate has committed such great crimes against hog kind that they cannot live. They are not allowed to live on this mortal coil anymore.
Is this still the scene, or is this like real now? You didn't say and scene, so I can't tell the difference.
Give me one more suggestion. One more suggestion for another improv.
The grocery.
No, shut the fuck up. John Lennon, Imagine.
John Lennon, Imagine.
It's not a place.
Mr. Morrison, imagine all the hogs you've hurt.
Here we go with this fucking song
It's easy
again.
if you try. Speaking of trying, I find you guilty. In prison, you're gonna die.
Mr. McLaughlin, allow me to respond by asking you to imagine being eaten alive in the center of a hog maze.
How about I make these guests disappear?
My piss stream comes out in a brackish red-black color.
I don't know.
Upon drinking my first glass of water in the day, it eventually turns to a rosé-esque light pink before, by the end of the day, becoming a regulated yellow clear-ish combination.
No, I've heard that if you eat a great deal of beets, your piss will be red. Which is why I never eat beets, because my piss is already red.
Ryan, is that normal?
It's probably just a sign that you've been, waxing the hog a bit too much, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. That's yeah.
Disgusting activity.
What's the matter? You don't wax your hog, Bill? Feel like you'd be a lot happier if you just did that, you know?
No, I have many other ways of satisfying my needs. Let me tell you about my great trick that I've been preparing specifically for you. At my palatial estate, Hog Heaven, I have been constructing a maze of incredible size for my hogs. When I get my hands around your filthy throat, I will put you at the center of that maze, where I will then release my hogs to devour you. He will serve time, but not in prison. Rather, he will serve time in Hog Heaven.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, if he's going
What
to
about hog hell?
Yeah, if he's going to Hog Heaven, I feel like he'd have a good time. He wouldn't be serving time. He'd be getting served time.
In many ways, a misnomer, as it is heaven only for myself.
What does the pancreas even really do? You know, it kind of just sits there.
You know, in med school, I read a book that said that, I don't know if it's true or not. You'd have to correct me. But I read that it says that women pee blood sometimes.
Yeah, I hear about that.
It's interesting. I never considered that the red in my pee could be blood.
Well, why would it be? Why would it be? It's coming from where pee comes from. Blood comes from, your arms or your neck or whatever. But, pee comes from your penis. I don't know why blood would be coming out of there.
I just want to thank you for inviting me on here. I've decided to send to you my finest hog moonshine.
I do indeed have it here. It looks delicious. I will try this this lovely shot of it now.
It does look delicious.
It's distilled from 100% pure hog.
You see, I drank I just.
You all right there, buddy?
It tastes like it tastes like a pig.
It also had some trace amounts of arsenic in there, but you know, that's just for flavor.
One of the trademarks of the Hog Heaven Hog Distillery brand.
Well, folks, it looks like my co-host has OD'd, which means it's time to end the show. I want to thank our good friend, Dr. Ryan Trashfingers McLaughlin, and special guest, Bill Mortensen, for being on the show. Why don't you go have a hog of a good... That's a bad line. No, don't make me... Don't make me say it. I don't want to end the show with that line.